What's up? What's up? And welcome back to What's Up Wednesdays at the Well. Yes, we had to give a tribute to Lee Williams. God rest his soul. He passed away on my birthday, August 30th. And what a legend he was. And yes, Running for My Life, one of my favorite songs, make me think of Brother Abraham. We give a shout out to him from Mary Lizzie Baptist Church. He gives justice to that song. I can see him running up and down the aisles, hitting that crank mode that he normally do, and getting ready to run up and down the aisles. And sometimes they have to catch him because he'll run on out the church door. But Running for My Life, R.I.P. Rest in peace to a legend, Lee Williams. From last week, we had none other than one of the elders of the church, Miss Martha Marshall, and she was here. And of course, we will celebrate our grandparents' day, and we honored them on this past Sunday. And we just focused in on wisdom, and we from that the serenity prayer, and we broke the serenity prayer down. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Three types of wisdom that we did learn about was godly wisdom, earthly wisdom, and satanic wisdom, and knowing the difference between those and making choices that will affect your life so that you will be able to move forward. And of course, giving God the glory in everything that we do. So we thank Miss Martha Marshall again. And again, we salute our grandparents, for without them, there is no wisdom. We do have some announcements coming up. We have finally hit that week. Our 7 Up program, our women's ministry will be having their 7 Up program September the 16th at 7 p.m. We'll have 7 dynamic speakers, and they will be bringing one of the 7 Ups that is relevant to one of us. 7 Up, get up, shut up, all of the ups. That's what we need to do. Also, the American Red Cross, sponsored by Crystal York, with an emphasis on sickle cell anemia. They'll be having a blood drive at the Eddie Collier Playground out in Potato Creek Heights. This will be Friday, September the 17th from 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. Also, our women's ministry will be collecting items for the homeless. With this, the youth ministry, in conjunction with them, will be doing a shoebox collection. We will be collecting adult size shoe boxes to put these items in so that we can pass them along to the people who stand in need. But today's episode, I am super excited about today. My very own little cousin, it will be here, Miss Journey Shook Walker. She is an athlete. She has been running for her life, 9 years of her life, and she has made some marks in her career just in these early years. But before we bring her on, we're just gonna do a little introduction about running. As a reference, we're using the verse Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and 11. The meaning of the race is not to the swift. And it reads, I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. There are laws created by God that generally govern the universe. However, sometimes chance happens, and what seems as though it should be isn't what is. Occasionally, the fastest runner falls before the finish line. and various other chances and odds cause surprise results in life. The world contributes this to bad luck, but we would do well to trust in the sovereignty of God, who is ultimately in charge of all outcomes. A principle that runs right through the whole Bible is the principle of stewardship. Christians never have to wonder if they should do their best at what they endeavor, for that is what we are called to do. But a Christian should not generally be too concerned with the outcome, as even the lot cast will fall where the Lord wants it. God will not hold us accountable for the outcomes, only for our efforts. The steward who buried his one talent in the yard proved that he did not know or trust the master and was punished accordingly. Had he come and said, I did business with the talent, but I failed, he would have heard, well done, good and faithful servant. Come and share in your master's happiness. Solomon may have been complaining about the futility of life, but Christians should simply take it as a reminder to work hard, but trust God for all the results. So let's break down the key parts of Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I have seen something else. Solomon is considered to be one of the wisest men who ever lived under the sun. The Bible reports that his wisdom was supernatural. Solomon not only saw many things under the sun, but he sought to understand them and live accordingly. He ultimately failed on a key point, giving in to his flesh when it comes to his many wives, who ultimately led him to worship idols and lose portion of the kingdom for his son. Under the sun, this is the way of saying on the earth. The race is not to the swift or the battle to the strong, nor does the food come to the wise or wealth to the brilliant or favor to the learned. In every contest, whether athletic, martial, or the contest between life and death, there are odds. Occasionally, the long odds win. God is sovereign over all of this, and his plans will always be accomplished, if not always understood. But time and chance happen to them all. Time and chance are logical reasons why what should happen doesn't always. If something should happen, 90% of the time, 9 times it might happen just as it should, but try it on the 10th time and the result will be different. This is because, slim though the chance might be, time will widen with the possibility of the oddity. If if we look at the race is not swift, the fastest runner does not always win. In the Olympics, the agony of defeat is sometimes witnessed with a stumble, a mistake, or an injury. The favorite in a horse race may be scratched at the last moment because he may get tendonitis. And we cannot talk about the race being given to the swift without bringing up the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise and the hare is one of Aesop's fables and is one of the numbered most famous stories ever told. The account of a race between unequal partners has attracted conflicting interpretations. The fable itself is a variant of common folktale themes in which the ingenuity and trickery are employed to overcome a stronger opponent. The concerns a hare who ridicules a slow moving tortoise. Tired of the hare's arrogant behavior, the tortoise challenges him to a race. The hare soon leaves the tortoise behind and, confident of winning, takes a nap midway through the race. When the hare awakes, however, he finds that his competitor crawling slowly but steadily, has arrived before him. The later version of the story, while more long-winded, differs hardly at all from Aesop. As in several other favors, the lesson is the teaching appears ambiguous. In classical time, it was not the tortoise plucky conduct and taking on a bully that was emphasized, but the hare's foolish overconfidence. An old Greek source comments that many people have good natural abilities which are ruined by idleness. On the other hand, they prevail over their idolatry. So when we look at this in more depth, we realize that this hare is really, he's antagonizing this tortoise because he knows that he's known for being fast. He knows that, the tortoise is known for being a slow mover. So he arrogantly takes a nap. And when he finally wakes up, the tortoise has gone past him. So he, trying to get himself together, runs to catch up, but still finds himself behind, and ultimately he loses, meaning that the race is not given to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. And so we see why the tortoise wins the race. Another scripture that we look at is 1 Corinthians 9:24 through 27. It says, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." In the Message Bible, and we like to reference the Message Bible, it says, "You've all been to the stadium and seen the athletes race. Everyone runs, one wins. Run to win. All good athletes train hard. They do it for a gold medal that tarnishes and fades. You're after one that's gold eternally. I do not know about you, but I'm running hard for the finish line. I'm giving it everything I got. No lazy living for me. I'm staying alert and in top condition. I'm not going to get caught napping as the hare did, telling everyone else about it and then missing out on it myself." In the Christian life, we run the race of faith. We don't strive for the crown that only one can receive. We strive to finish strong in our faith. God makes us all winners when we cross the line. We get him forever. So we all win God by persevering in faith and getting to the finish line. But we, like runners, must lay aside hindrances of our endurance. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a crowd of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with the endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and the perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that has set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured from sinners such as hostility against him, so that you may not grow weary or fall faint-hearted. Runners not only properly nourish their body and recover well, but they also work hard to build endurance. They endure long runs. They do speed workouts. They lift weights. They stretch. They push through pain. They have sore muscles and tired lungs. Likewise, as Christians, we work hard to strengthen our faith, to endure the race of faith. We must seek him daily in the word and in prayer. We must seek fellowship among other believers and let our fellow church members encourage us in the faith. We must welcome, rebuke, and embrace trials. Personal discipline is essential if we are to keep our eyes focused on Jesus. Every ounce counts in a foot race. The lighter the endurance runner, the swifter the runner. The same is true in the Christian life. Many things slow us down and eventually stall us in the race of faith. In our case, chasing self-centered joy and personal accolades, sin clings closely. It's hard to get off and it's heavy. We lay aside every weight and clingy sin. The farther we are from sin, the closer we can get to Jesus. When we sin, we take our eyes off Jesus and put them on ourselves. We choose to do our will instead of his will. But we can make it to the finish line we can't make it to the finish line without looking to Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. We set our eyes firmly on him. We will not grow weary in the fight against sin and in the race to preserve in faith. We remember the crown is waiting for us in glory, and continue to run. The good news is Jesus make us lightweight runners. He took the burden of our sins and placed them on a cross. Then he rose from the dead and sat at the right hand of God for us to fight the sin and to continue the faith. Now, this is the point where I want to bring on this fabulous young lady, and we have her mom, her coach here. And first, we want to show you a video of her winning her race. We're gonna bring that on, then we'll see her receiving her gold medal, and then we will talk with them. But take a look at this video of a Journey Should Walker.
800, she's running second at the moment. We'll be coming up to the ball out.
Come on, Melanie! Let's go, Melanie! Come on, Melanie!
3:56 and a lap to go.
Here it comes! Here it comes, little girl!
Let's go, Walker and Melanie Ashford.
Let's go, Sean!
Abby Anderson in third.
Let's go, little girl!
4:19 at 1,200 meters.
Let's go, little girl!
200 meters to go at 4:40 for Journey Should Walker. Coming around the final turn. 100 meters to go for Journey Should Walker. Walker from Patterson, Georgia. And she runs for home. Should Walker. 5:22.45 for Journey Should Walker.
Oh my gosh, my baby did it. Oh, she did it. She got an interview. Oh, she did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My baby! All right, Sean! Yeah, Shug!
I call your attention to the stand for our 9-year-old girls 1,500 meter run.
Woo!
In 8th place from Houston, Texas, Taylor Shish.
Woo! Good job, Taylor!
In 7th place from Knoxville, Tennessee, Shiloh Mays.
Woo!
In 6th place from Smyrna, Delaware, Ava Walker.
Woo!
In 5th place from North Liberty, Iowa, Mackenzie Beatapo.
Woo!
In 4th place from Roseville, California, Ava Takuchi.
Woo!
Our bronze medalist from Salado, Texas, Abby Anderson.
Woo! Good job, Abby.
Our silver medalist from Chester, Pennsylvania, Melanie.
Woo!
And our gold medalist from Thomastown, Georgia, with a time of 5:22:45.
Thomaston?
A journey should walk.
Yes!
Way to go, sugar, sugar!
Woo!
Good job, Mel! That boy what? The threes up for the receiver.
Congratulations, ladies.
Shug, who you doing for? Let me hear it. Come on, son. Woo. Look at the hands on the hip right here. Why this little one got the hands on the hip? Little one got, oh, she get an interview. Oh, she get, oh my gosh. Oh, she get pictures. She want to interview too.
Second, third, fourth, fifth.
I'm sure I don't supposed to be back here.
Whew. Y'all have to excuse me. Every time I watch it, cry. Oh my God, I am so.
Threw mine away.
Don't y'all cry over there.
Hey. What, the camera been on all the time?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if it was the race or mommy in the background cheering her on, but oh my God, I have watched it so many times, and I promise you, every time that I do, I cry. So first I want you to just we're gonna start with mommy and well, I'm gonna not call you mommy with Patrice. Well, I'm gonna call you mommy. And journeys, just tell us about, who she is, how she got started in running, and how old she was when she did her first race.
All right. So Shug started running 3.5 years ago. I was at work in Pike County, and I happened to see Marcus Brundage. We all know Marcus Brundage from New Life. I think that's what he. So I saw him at work, and I said, Coach, because he was coaching a Keelan football. I said, Coach, you know any track teams, local track teams? And we're in Thomaston now, so I said local track teams. Because everywhere Shug, everywhere she goes, she just run. I say, Shug, go take a bath. She running. Shug, go get some water. She just running everywhere she goes. So she needs to be on the track team. So he said, yeah, I know somebody. His name Emo. I said, what? He said his name Emo. So he gave me the number. I made the phone call. And when I was talking to him, I thought he was gonna be this little short, stubby dude that would just go make a, I didn't know. So then I just kept talking to him, and at that time he was coaching or training out of at Morehouse.
Okay.
So he said we at Morehouse, and I was like, ooh, that's a ride. What days you train? So he gave me the days. So I took Shug out there in the Keelan actually for a little trial or whatnot. And it came to be where we was driving 3 days a week from Thomaston to Morehouse, training. And I kid you not, my baby took so many losses. I had to watch her just walk off the track with no
Oh.
medal, just with good sportsmanship, a smile on her face, and her coaches and other parents saying, "Good job, Suge, good job." So for about a good year and some change, a journey didn't receive too many medals, but she just kept it going. She kept it going, and something changed last year in 2020. In January, we went to Illinois, and that's where Suge received, I think, maybe her second All-American, but her first national title. And
Oh, wow.
since then, not only has her physical training, excuse me,
in a second place.
okay, she got 2 nationals in Illinois in January 2020, and 1 second place. But since then, her mindset has just been, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do in training. It's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt. I know I'm gonna cry, but I know the reward from it. And since then, she really just hasn't bowed down. I'm talking about her perseverance is just out of this world. Her work ethic is beyond me. It's just, and it's not, and it's in her. It really wasn't something that she was taught. Her work ethic, that part, it's just in her. And her coach, he told me when she was 5 years old. By the way, she started at the age of 5. When she was 5 years old, he said, "Trust the process." Right. So in my mind, I'm like, listen, if this process gonna keep me driving back and forth like this, and my baby just gonna keep on losing, I don't know what type of process this gonna be.
Yeah.
But he said, trust the process, and we trusted the process. We kept on traveling, and we got here. So I'm gonna stop talking. I feel like I've been talking forever.
That's okay. So, a journey walker. That's who we have here. We affectionately call her Suge. What was it about running that just kind of like intrigued you, and what other type of sports were you interested in at such a young age?
Well,
Go ahead.
well, I like track because really, at that point in time, I just love the running everywhere. So, yeah, so I love track.
Okay. So your mom said you were running all over the house, so you felt like you could get there faster by running, huh? Okay.
And I still run all over the house. But
What other sports were you interested in?
cheerleading.
Okay, I remember that. I remember you cheering.
And T-ball.
Okay, so we also have Coach.
And
What was that?
T-ball.
T-ball. Okay,
And
so
soccer.
we also have Coach here as well. Will you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background and the first time you met Suge, and what was it about her to say, I gotta keep my hands on this young lady because I see something in her that's gonna win her some medals later on down the line?
Well, to tell the truth, it ended up being a package deal. So it was when it first came up, I just knew it was like she was an underdog, and there's nothing better. There's no greater comeback than that. So for 3 years, this just didn't happen. It didn't happen. A lot of people was counting her out. So believe me, it's a story inside of a story inside of a story. But that little girl right there is very humble, because not only did she walk off without any medals, her teammates laughed at that. And because they were in the same races that she was in. So for her to have just overcome what she's come over. But the last, it did snap. And it has a lot to do with her coach P. So you're calling her Patrice, she'll call her mom. But I have to say, I've only had 2 other coaches with AMP, and there's one of them, and that's Coach P. So a lot of this, of course, who was driving those 3 sessions a week after going to work and making sure. So the story is really, I'm so proud of both of them, because I got to watch a mother and daughter tandem, and then a grandmother, and then some aunties, and then some uncles, and then brothers and little sisters, and then no, we can be on here for about 2.5 hours because it's that great.
Right.
But the key to it is I'm so very proud because she cannot say she has not seen God
Right.
because she asked for an interview. You heard her mama tell me she gonna get interviewed. She asked for that because I said, you get a national championship, you get an interview. And then
Right.
it all came down to, I think she'll be able to explain to you a little bit later. I'm gonna stop too. But then it came down to she's doing it for somebody so great. Not
Right.
only our God and Savior Jesus Christ, but somebody that is so great in her. And I let her go into that. But I watched that manifest. And I'm just
Okay.
proud.
All right. Tell us what your inspiration was, a journey, or who your inspiration was.
Well, so my Nana, she died a couple of months ago.
Right.
So my inspiration was for her. So
Oh.
ever since she died, it's just been a little bit more, extra.
Right. Right.
So
And I know that she's proud of you.
And to kind of piggyback on that, so Nana has been very instrumental from day one. Because after practices and after races, she would always go back and tell Nana how they were. And Nana would tell her all the time, them long, pretty legs, girl, you better move them things, girl. You better move them things, baby. So she used to, she over and over, she just continued to motivate Suge and inspire her. When Suge coming there crying, saying how hard her workout was, the Coach Emo on Stone Mountain, Coach Emo made him run this many times up Stone Mountain.
You've been running up Stone Mountain. You go, girl.
Stone Mountain.
Guess what? We want to invite you out too. We want to invite everybody out. We have a beautiful time up on Stone Mountain. So please take an app challenge.
Y'all send me some pictures. Y'all send me some pictures.
You got to come up now. See, now all your people going to be waiting on you. We got to do it. We got to do it live too. We got to do it live.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
You're going to make it, I promise.
Okay. But this is a chip off the old block, and I'm not calling you old, Patrice, but I know that you're very athletic yourself, played basketball, and I think you ran track as well. So let's tell everybody a little bit about your background. So it's in her most definitely, because you know what it takes. You know the endurance that she needs and the training that she needed. And so having that along with a supportive coach, but a mom that understands, because a lot of times you look at a little girl and a mom like, you don't have to be that hard on her, but the blood, the sweat, and the tears that it goes into somebody that's really dedicated to that craft.
Right. So yes, I ran track and I played basketball. However, it was never to the extent that Suge has displayed so far. So, I played rec ball and played for high school and ran for high school, but I can tell you that all of my practices for both basketball and track, they do not amount up to a session that Suge goes through. The sessions that her 3-hour sessions, multiple days, almost 4 or 5 days a week now, they are just unspeakable. I mean, the things that she does, yes, I guess a normal average parent would be like, that's too much on a child.
Right.
But starting off, when I saw it, her very first practice, I wasn't afraid of it because I saw that she wasn't afraid of it. And he continued to say, I've been doing this for X amount of years. I know what a child's body can do. Trust the process, trust me with it. And that's what I did ultimately.
Right.
So they refer to me as Coach P now, because I also have to take some of his workouts and I have to administrate them or facilitate them because, you know, he has other things that he has to do, or sometimes we couldn't make it up. When I was pregnant with her little sister,
Right.
just couldn't make it up. Like we would be out there right across the street from the Civic Center, the track behind the middle school,
Oh yeah.
in the rain, you know. And she was just getting it. She knew she had to get it in.
Mhm.
So that it's just been a beautiful thing, really and truly. It's been a beautiful thing to watch her grow as a little girl and mature as an athlete.
Right.
I said I wasn't gonna do this. But the strength that she has, it's almost unexplainable. And
Right.
and again, I tell people all the time, you know, Suge has been trained and she has been taught and she has been coached over and over. But a lot of this is like they say, you can't teach it, you know.
Right. It's the gift that God
It's
got in her.
God gave her something, you know. We used to say all the time when she was younger, oh, she got an old soul. She been here before, you know. We used to say it all the time, but it's just, and she got and she's just the sweetest, most, like Coach said, humble, smartest 8-year-old that I have ever encountered. I'm not saying that because she's mine,
Right.
but she is. And our thing now is hashtag for Nana, because she said after her race, I didn't get that on camera because I was probably somewhere crying. She said that Nana was literally running with me, right there
Oh
with
wow.
me.
Oh wow.
So she dedicated, this is her first, we call it Big Boy National Championship,
Mhm.
where she had to compete against girls who tore her up years ago. Even just back here in early March, they
Yeah,
put
some
the
pretty
hammer,
tall girls out there too.
yeah, they put the hammer on her in March, and she didn't fold. She tucked her tail and she did what she had to do. So shout out to Nana for first and foremost, because Nana told her that she would get to this point.
Right.
Kept on working
And
hard. Nana told her she would get to this point. So
yeah,
that's about it. I'm gonna stop talking again.
that's fine. Coach, can you give us just a overview of what a day of training is like with Suge? Just you know, she said she have to train for 3 hours, so I know she ain't just doing a couple jumping jacks and running around the track one time.
Well, should got worse than anybody out there because she had me the most time. So all day long, we're going to do this. So, but the discipline that it takes. See, most of you viewers might not understand. That's number one in this country,
Mm-hmm.
and that's numero uno. But they didn't tell the story all the way, so I'll try to do it in about a minute. We run it around. She got whipped in the 800. 800, we didn't do our best. We got whipped down there in Texas, and at
So
that point,
she a world
yes,
traveler.
oh yeah, we down in Houston, and that's what happened. We didn't get our best run, and that night we out at Walmart getting stuff to write on that shoe. Hashtag for Nana. So the shoes that she was running in, they had hashtag because it was planned. The only thing that was not planned is
Right.
I didn't tell her to go out like that. I said, but look, I came in a room and they talk about this is what we gonna do, and I said, all right, we gonna run from the front and we just gone. We just gone.
Yeah, we told the coach. We told the coach what the plan was gonna be.
I was like, wait a minute,
Okay.
wait a minute. I had to tell him, wait a minute, you not just run that is y'all didn't get to hear it, but the second place was the defending national champion. So you certain things you just
Okay.
can't do. Yeah, but okay, if that's what you're gonna do, Suge Knight, Suge Love, Sugar, then let's go.
That's your night. You took them out
And
like your night then. Yeah.
oh yes, and that's what it's been. So it's been a wonderful 3 years. I couldn't have imagined it, but I did. And the thing is, Okay, sure. We got some Olympics to look for. We got some state
Right,
championships. We got some NCAA championship. It is not over. It's just the bullseye on your back now, baby.
right.
You
So
know what I mean?
sure, what is it that you are aspiring to be, or what is it that you want to do with the next stages in your life? I mean, you've done a lot in these 9 years, but I'm pretty sure you got something in mind. If it's just running, or if you have a career goal in mind, what is it that you want to do when you get older?
So when I get older, like I still about run track, but my career will be I'm but like a chef, and then my little
Okay.
side business will be like a little like makeup small business or
Okay, so we got several money making ideas coming along.
yep.
And you want to be got that chef blood in you from your dad. He cooks, so that's what's up. And I know I seen you cook too. I've seen you on some of his videos, but you've been stirring up a few things. What's one of your favorite meals? Because I know Coach got you on a strict diet.
Pasta.
Ooh, okay. And what?
Shout out to
Alfredo,
Carrabba's.
linguine. What is it?
Shout out to Carrabba's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Carrabba's. That's one of your favorite spots.
It
Okay.
has a lot of good pasta.
Okay. Well, have you learned how to make pasta from scratch?
No.
Oh, well, that's a
You know,
challenge for
you know your
you.
cousin Jen. She know her way around that kitchen too.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
growing my
a
rolls
family
also.
thing. We all cook.
She growing my rolls. Yeah, that right.
and Nana too. Don't leave out Nana,
Oh
because Nana
goodness.
put something in the kitchen too. Them
Yes.
cakes and all that, them greens and stuff she cooked at the church. I know Miss Rosella Walker. Shout out to Nana up in heaven.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
Shout out, Nana. Shout out.
Yes, honey. So I know that she is just super excited. You all have done a wonderful and amazing job, and we are so thankful that you allow her to come and on the show and just be an inspiration to some of the other young children who may say, well, I come from a small town. We got to teach these folks how to say Thomaston too,
I
Thomas,
know.
or whatever it is. They say,
I
give them a
barely found out where
heads
it
up.
was.
Well, Coach, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what is it that you do and how you got into coaching or teaching, or what's your background?
Well, I ran track. I played football. I've been an athlete all my life,
Mm-hmm.
and but it was just a blessing. I tell you what, why I do it. I know I do it for my Lord, and then the feeling what that little girl feels like, the feeling of
Right,
what her mother, her grandmother, her everybody, what they feel like from not just their child running or participating,
right.
but to be able to say, I don't mind going around the country. So
Mm-hmm.
please, anybody that's out there, this is a very expensive thing. And if anybody wants to help support, please, by all means, I'm not sure if we got to go for it, but by all means, because it matters. It's just like
Right.
a sport like golf. If you do not have the proper utensils, you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to make it. And right now, that little girl she's on pace for, like I said, it's Olympic time. So right
Do you
now,
do you have a cash app or something we can put up that if people want to donate to Suge in her next venture? Because I know she got some races coming up, or she may have had a race that I remember you telling me about. So that if people want to donate, look, if you're here on Facebook and you want to donate to this young lady who is aspiring, looking at your next Olympian. And we have an Olympian right here from our community, Miss Martha Hudson. What's her last name? Penniman. Miss Martha Hudson Penniman actually ran with Wilma Rudolph. She is from Thomaston, Georgia. So we have the
wow.
the seed that's already been planted here. When the Olympics came to Atlanta, she actually had the torch and ran through Thomaston. I get goosebumps and thinking about that. She was my teacher. And so it's like, that's something that you can look at, Shug, and say that it's doable. Somebody from my hometown has already done it, and it can be done again, you know. So she ran with Wilma Rudolph, and you know, those are the names that just ring bells. And I wish I had thought about it. Maybe we can get up a picture of Martha Penniman, and when she won her gold medal with the Olympics. So that is a great thing to look forward to.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I thank you guys for letting Shug, giving her this opportunity.
It's
And I
our
thank you
pleasure.
all of the supporters. We had supporters for this Olympic. You yourself being one. So we had definitely
Thank you.
a few financial supporters um, who definitely
Shout out to
helped.
TFC USA.
CFC
Let's
Coach
USA,
Thomas.
get your cash out, Patrice, so we can put it up and keep it up until the end of the program.
Okay, it's going to be $ Coach P 0529. $ emo EMOE speed, and then we can we have Zelle as well, which would be with my phone number
Hold,
478.
hold on 1 second. Which one you need? Okay. All right. She said just send it to me, since
Okay.
we and we'll make sure that it gets up, and so that people that want to donate to her cause, family members, I mean, every dollar counts. I mean, let's do this for her, because you just never know. Let's plant the seed. And if you plant the seed and plant it in good ground, it'll come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. I mean, that ain't nothing but scripture and word. And, you know, putting an investment in this young lady's life and seeing that seed grow, and she is dedicated to it. She's already stressed herself that not only does she want to be a runner, but she wants to be a makeup artist, a chef. So this is a young lady that's not out trying to twerk and do all that other stuff. You know, she's out there. And I know she's very intelligent. She does her schoolwork. Mommy makes sure of that. And I'm telling you from what I know. So we just take our hats off to Mom. We take our hats off to Coach. But most of all, our journey, we salute you, because not very many young ladies your age, not very many young children your age have that discipline. And like Mom said, it's something that's within you, and that's something that God placed in you, and it's manifesting, and we can see it, and we want to make sure that it continues to grow. And you know, anytime, Patrice, anytime something's coming up, you know, just hit me up, let me know what's going on. You know that I'm there for the support as well.
Okay, thank you. We also want to let you guys know, I know I know up this way is a drive from Thomaston, but it's doable and it's so worth it. So Coach Emo has over 25 years of experience dealing with children from really age 5 on up. So anytime, you guys welcome to come to some training. You guys know how to contact me on Facebook, Patrice K. Jordan. You guys come on and get on board with it, and let's just let these children know that they are our future, and the sky is not their limit. So we can continue to push them and continue
Right.
to help them with this discipline. I know this COVID has been difficult. I'm a 8th grade special education teacher up here in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
So I see a lot of just things I really can't put into words right now. But just know that if you guys ever want to come up and train with Shug and to get with Coach Emo or myself, you're more than welcome.
Right.
We are very welcoming, and we bring you right on and pretty much kind of steer you in the right direction. As long as you're dedicated and as long as you trust the process, you're going to definitely reap the benefits from it.
Can I say one thing?
Wow.
One thing.
Go ahead, Coach.
Sure. What's number one?
School.
It's been 3.5 years.
All A's.
I've never seen a B. So that's we deal with scholar athletes. So yes, we would love to. Miss Coach P didn't just add in. Yes, we would love to have you, but that's developed at home. So parents,
Right.
we don't need your child right now if your child can't read. We don't need your child right now if he can't behave in school. So it's time to buckle down, everybody. I'm gonna do our part. Coach is gonna do our part, but it's time right now for everybody to really see what's going on. I mean, really, let's see what's going on and see where we can help, and just pitch
Most
in.
definitely. Most definitely. Well, I just want to thank you all once again. We're coming to the close of our interview, and I am just inspired myself. I actually have a 2-year-old grandson who is running up and down my hallway as we speak. So you may have another student within the next few years.
He can't beat our daughter. He can't beat our daughter. He can't beat that sister. But we can bring him out. We got somebody to put something on him real quick to see what he is.
Well, we may have to challenge them, take them to the civic center and see what they can stir up.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but
hold on, Coach. I just want to put this out there, Jen. So Zola would be 2 in less than 30 days, and she's already undefeated. She already has 3 gold medals up under her belt, where she has ran the 60-meter diaper dandies. So if you can bring it,
that's all we tell him. Just please make sure he get his weight up. Get his weight up before he come play. Get his weight up. We take this real serious around these parts.
But I'm pretty sure he will run after her.
You know what? Guess what? And we will take that. We will take that. But it's been a pleasure. Awesome. And I like that shirt. What's up?
This is our thing. This is what we do here at Stonewell. We like to salute our young people and encourage them to be their best them, and any way we can bring on other young people to encourage the youth here at the church and the community. And just now we got this platform for Facebook, so we're hoping to meet and reach people worldwide. So make sure that you like and share this video, and with your family, with your friends. The more people that see it, the more exposure that we get. We want to get this word out. We're planning to have our own studio, and this is not something that we're just doing haphazardly. We actually do love the young people here in our church, and Patrice know that I've been working with the young people in the church for many, many years. So it's my passion, and it's something that I'm dedicated to, financially, physically, whatever it takes. That's what I do. I'm a coach here for the Lord, and making sure that what they need, I'm gonna make sure that they run this race in life and to be successful in whatever it is that I can do. So that's why I help to create this platform with the help of our pastor, who is very supportive of it, and the membership here at the church that continuously pour in spiritual and financial here. So just salute to the parents that allow us to even put our hands on the children, because you can take a fish to the water. You can go fishing and get the fish, but in order to nurture them and get them, you actually got to get them out. So I mean, I know it kind of jumbled with that, but at the end of the day, we got to get our hands on them in order to do something with them.
Exactly.
Amen. Yeah. Well, I can't wait for your kids to see you get up on the top of that mountain. So Amp's challenge is done. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be like, what's up?
You're right. I probably like,
but you're breathing. But you're still breathing. If you could talk, you can breathe. So let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. I thank y'all.
Thank you so much. Any last words, Should you want to say?
She's never this quiet.
Family on one. Ample. I mean, come on. Ooh, that'd be hot.
Come on, you the one we interviewing. Just
that'd be hot.
Some young girl that's out there that may be interested in wanting to run or do something that they've been wanting to do, but just haven't been encouraged by someone their age.
What would you tell them? What would you tell a young girl who Started off like you started off, but wanted to give up?
I don't know. Maybe just be a leader and not a follower.
All right. We'll
That
take
sounds good to me. All right, look, we are here at the close of our session here at What's Up Wednesdays at the Well, and basically our topic was running for our life, and we want you to understand that you can have the victory at the end of the day because victory belongs to Jesus. And once you get closer to him, that victory will lead you and guide you in every step of the way. God will order your steps in life. He will run that race with you because the race is not given to the swift, it's the one that endures until the end. So meaning that you have to keep going. Things may come in your way, you may get stumbling blocks, things may come in your way, people may leave in your life. She lost her grandmother, but she didn't use that as a chance to be sorrowful, or she used it as a point of inspiration and actually said that her nana was running with her. So I could just imagine that. I mean, if you watch the video, she was far ahead in front of her. So at some point, just like footprints in the sand, when things get rough, I can imagine that Nana spread out her wings and helped her to float right across that finish line.
Yeah.
And when she went, hands went up because she knew that she had won the victory. And you know how you can win the victory? It's because basically, if you don't know who God is, God wants you to know who he is. He wants you to come in and be saved. Hit hashtag saved. Because if you know that Jesus died on the cross, that he died and rose again to sit on the right hand of the Father, to guide and lead over us, to walk with us, to run that race with us, you have an opportunity to be saved. If you say, I've been running in the wrong direction, but I want to run back to you, Jesus, I want to reconnect back with you, then this is your moment. This is your time to reconnect. Hit hashtag reconnect. Like I said, here at Stonewell, we have open arms for our young people. We want to lead them and guide them and show them the way, show them who Jesus is. So if you want to be a part of this ministry, hashtag disciple. Also, if you are at another church, we have a special program here called Watch Care. You can continue to keep your membership there, but you can come and run that race here in Stonewell. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. The race has begun. Keep running in life. We want to take you to that next level. We want you to allow Jesus to take you across that finish line, because that's where the victory is won, in him. So we thank a journey for being our inspiration. We thank Coach P, Coach Emo for continuing to lead her and guide her. And they've also opened up the opportunity for others who are interested in coming to join their team. Also, please look at their methods of giving. We want to bless this young lady. She has been traveling. You heard she's been in Chicago. She's been in Texas. She's been traveling all over. And you know that this is not something that's inexpensive. So we want to be able to bless her any way that we can. Thank you for joining What's Up Wednesdays here at the Well. We invite you to join us every Wednesday here at 6 p.m. It's a Stonewell thing, Stonewell Nation, Stonewell Network, but most of all, it's a God thing. And thank you once again.